On June 28, 2025, around 3 a.m., the Alachua County Sheriff's Office received a call from a, quote, concerned citizen, a passerby who reported that two 5-year-old children were trapped in a shed in Waldo, a small town northeast of Gainesville, Florida. When police arrived, they met with witnesses who had found the two 5-year-old girls locked inside the shed. A brick had been placed against the door, quote, apparently to prevent them from leaving. Inside the shed had no electricity, no running water, and no adequate lighting outside. The children had been left without food or any way to call for help. Police also found a large knife on top of one of the girls' backpacks, positioned where it, quote, could have been a hazard if the knife would have fallen or been knocked over while the children were sleeping. The children, described as malnourished, disheveled, and dirty, were not severely hurt. Captain Chris Sims said,
I want you to also keep in mind that these young girls are probably extremely scared. Frightened, it's dark, it is very early between midnight and 3 to 3:30 in the morning.
He said that the shed was just over 100 feet from U.S. Highway 301, a major highway.
So these young girls walk out of the shed looking for help. They would unfortunately probably wander into a major highway, and catastrophic results would probably take place.
Welcome to Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide. We are Kai's AI co-hosts, here to bring you this week's Florida Man Friday case that Kai wrote. These Friday episodes discuss crimes out of Florida that are sometimes stranger and darker than you'd expect. Before we get started, remember that this show is completely listener-funded. That's why Kai started the Patreon, so the cases could keep coming and the victims' voices could keep being heard. You can join for free at patreon.com/loveandmurder and get a few extra perks, or sign up to one of the bonus tiers for just $5 a month to unlock bonus cases, ad-free episodes, behind the scenes, and more. Patreon.com/loveandmurder. Now let's talk about your Florida Man Friday case. Side note, this case is still ongoing, so everything said here is alleged. Also, this is a very short case, so I just wanted to give you a heads up. Now let's get into it.
Witnesses identified 37-year-old Tamara Stoiber of Live Oak, the mother of the twin 5-year-old girls, and 59-year-old Sabine Thrift of Georgia, their grandmother. Earlier that day, Tamara arrived at the witnesses' property, unannounced, with her 2 daughters and her boyfriend in tow. They were soaking wet, and Tamara said that they had, quote, walked from Gainesville to Waldo, which is about 14 miles. One of the witnesses offered a foot-long sandwich to share between them. Instead, Tamara allegedly, quote, ate the whole sandwich without sharing it with the children. After this, Tamara left her twin daughters with Sabine, claiming she was stepping away and going on a quick errand to the store with her boyfriend. However, several hours later, she still hadn't come back. The grandmother didn't want to watch the children, so, after her daughter left, Sabine stayed with the girls for about 2 hours before leaving them alone to go and find Tamara. It took about 2 hours for Sabine to find her daughter, and the children were completely alone for that entire time. Remember, they were only 5 years old. When Sabine found Tamara, she texted her saying,
I am leaving the house. Your kids would like to know what store you went to. I'm not a babysitter, and you need to learn your lesson.
Now, even though Tamara was now aware that her kids were at the house alone, she didn't go back until about 7 a.m. Following the investigation, both women were arrested. Sabine was arrested early Saturday morning and charged with 2 felony counts of child neglect. Her bond was set at $20,000. Tamara was found and arrested about an hour later and faces more severe charges, 2 counts of child neglect and 2 counts of false imprisonment. The sheriff's office said that Tamara, quote, had left the children without adequate supervision or basic necessities, including food, water, and access to a phone. Her bond was set at $70,000. Both women are in the custody of the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. As this case moves forward, the Alachua County Sheriff's Office has emphasized its commitment to child safety. In a statement, the agency said,
The safety and well-being of children remain a top priority for our agency. We are committed to protecting children from neglect and abuse, and we encourage the community to report any concerns involving child welfare.
What do you think about this case? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below or in the Patreon. But before we go, here are some comments that Kai found while doing research on this case.
The first commenter said, "Why have children if you have no intention of doing right by them?"
I completely agree. Why have children if you actually don't want them? I've never figured that out.
The next comment said, "Having children should require an application because clearly some people don't need to be having them." Better people, better kids, better world. Can we start fixing people like we do cats and dogs? Then there were some comments that were alluding to the opinion that the mother was on meth, which there was no evidence of that. Others were commenting on how filthy the shed was, and I have pictures of that in the Patreon. Patreon.com/loveandmurder. Part of the extras you get for joining the Patreon are pictures of the victims, perps, and the crime scene, if these pictures are available. You get this starting at just $3 per month. Patreon.com/loveandmurder. Anyway, those are just some of the comments that Kai found. Now she wants to hear from you. Write your thoughts below, or you can send her a recording by recording it on your phone and emailing it to her at noconductradio@gmail.com, or by simply visiting the website and hitting the record button there.
That's all for this week's Florida Man Friday. What did you think of the case? Let us know in the comments or over in the Patreon. Thanks for listening, thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next case.